Good morning or afternoon, wherever you may be in the world or country. I am Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with Tea. And this is just a quick Saturday pop in. As you can see from my title, I said, let's show you how to make a meal out of one breast. You can get 2 meals out of one chicken breast. And so I'm going to put my phone down. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I know that everyone is, being inside. We're taking notice to all the mandatory quarantines, mandatory notifications, making sure we stay safe when you go out in public, when you have to go out to the grocery store. Make sure you have your mouth covered. If you have gloves, make sure you wear your gloves to make sure you keep you and yourself and your family safe from the COVID-19. And if you have to go to the grocery store, maybe one parent or maybe, could go inside and take care of the shopping, or, and someone stays in the car if you have kids, so that everybody stays safe. Thank you for those that are joining me live and those that will catch the replay. And so I just wanted to come in because, like I said, I know we are all, in the house. We have to go to the grocery store. Thank you so much for joining me, Shirley. Thank you so much. Having to go, make sure we have plenty of groceries. I do encourage you all to make sure you have your dry goods. Being from the South, we always, in a Southern home, any home you go to in the South, listen, somebody always has a freezer or a refrigerator or 2 refrigerators at their home. And so we always are prepared for anything. So for this thing with the COVID-19 going on, listen, our freezer is packed, our refrigerator is packed, our kitchen cabinets, we have our dry goods, we have our canned goods. Hello, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. And so we have, the basic things that, we need. We do have to go back to the store, to get milk, things that, we have that we cannot just, keep on hand. I can remember growing up that my grandmother would keep milk in the freezer. So, but we don't have room in the freezer for milk. So, that's one of the things that when the milk goes, we don't have any more milk. Listen, we can run to the store, or we need eggs. We can run quickly to the store. But I encourage you, to make sure you stay safe. Make sure you have your pantries, as packed, as stacked as much as you possibly can. I know that most people are off work. We are praying for our land and our country and our leaders. But making sure, you are diligent with the money that we have, and diligent that we get, what we need. We may not be getting what we want, but making sure that we have some of the basics. And so that if it comes to the point that we are not able to go outside of the house or the homes or apartments, that we do have, some of the basics. Another thing I encourage you to do is check on your neighbors. Check on the neighbors, even though we supposed to be 6 feet, apart, social distancing. Make sure we're doing that. But also check on your neighbors. That's one thing we as Southerners always did. We always checked on our neighbors, especially our elderly neighbors, the ones that couldn't get out and maybe go to the store, or may have underlying health conditions. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for coming on with me this morning. If you all would take time to share this out with your family and friends. And like I say, make sure you check on your neighbors, your friends in the neighborhood. One thing as Southerners, I know I was talking to one of our neighbors yesterday, and, just encouraging. He's a young man, he has a family, making sure, he has his dry goods, making sure he has room to put his meat, making sure that they have exactly, some of the things that we need. And one thing he did say, he said, I'm glad that I have neighbors like you all. And so that they know that, listen, they can knock on the door and we are able to share. This is not a time to be stingy. This is not a time to say, I can't share. If you have a little, listen, a little goes a long ways for some families. And so just, whatever you can share, if somebody is in need, whether it's a roll of paper towels, a roll of toilet tissue, if it's a can of beans, if it's a pack of meat that you open and you can't use all of it and you're about to put it back in the freezer, listen, that piece of meat, no matter what size it is, you don't know what that neighbor may be going through. That neighbor may be in need. And so I just encourage you all to check on your neighbors. And if you can share, I'm not saying you have to, but I encourage you to share as much as you can with the neighbors if they are in need, because we don't know. They may not say, anything, but if you notice that they're not going out, no one is bringing them anything, just knock on the door or knock on their window, or if you have their phone number, just check on them and make sure that whatever you can share, you can. And if you don't have it to share, maybe check the resources in your community where they can get some type of food, some type of assistance, because it's out there. And just making sure that we check on each other, we are taking care of each other, and we are praying for each other. Thank you so much, Valessa. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hello. And so I just wanted to come on today, just as a quick pop in here on Saturday. Wanted to share how you, if you go to the store and you're purchasing things, and you got, we got to stretch what we have, because we don't know how long we'll be quarantined. We don't know how long this COVID-19 will be running rampant in our communities, in our cities and towns. And so we are making sure that we are able to stretch what we have. And so today we purchased some chicken breasts, and I wanted to come in and share how you can get 2 meals out of 1 chicken breast. So I got to readjust my phone. Mary says, just picking up some supplies for my old neighbor. Yes, Mary, that's what it's all about. Checking on your neighbors, making sure, if you can go to the store for them. Listen, they can put the money or in the envelope, slide it under the door, whatever we have to do to make sure that everyone is taken care of. Thank you so much, Debbie, for joining. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. And like I said, we just need to make sure we're checking on each other. If it's only just a phone call, we have so many ways right now with technology, FaceTime, Google Time, excuse me, that we can check on our neighbors and friends and loved ones across the country and land. So I just encourage you to take this time today, over the weekend, check on them, make sure if it's something you can do for them, or if they, when you go to the store, if it's something you can pick up for them, because maybe they don't have transportation, or they're afraid to go out, just mask up, glove up, and making sure you take care of yourself and your family. So I'm trying to readjust my phone so that I can show you how I cut up my chicken breasts in order to get several meals. And so when I bag them up and put them in the freezer, I have breasts with the bone, and I have boneless breasts. So I don't have to go to the store and buy, the breasts with the bone, and then I have to buy another pack of boneless breasts. So I'm just going to show you exactly how I do it here in Soul Cooking with T. Thank you so much for the hearts and likes, if you don't mind. So you'll just see probably some of me. So let me wash my hands before I get started. Okay, so so we purchased a family size. Let me show it to you. A family size, and you see they are kind of, on the large size. So I'm going to show you exactly, how we make sure we get several meals out of our chicken breast. So thank you for joining me live. Thank you for those that would catch the replay. So let me know if you all can hear me. Just let me run a little water over it first. Making sure when you are go to the grocery store or you go out, make sure that when you get back in, you're washing your hands, washing, everything, not to touch your face, because that's one of the things they say, not to, be doing, making sure we're not touching our face. Let me see if I can turn my camera just a little bit. So here is the chicken breast. And so let me show you, because I had just pulled the skin back. And so you can see the breast is very large. And so what I do is I just pull that skin back just like that. And as you can see, I have the breast. This is the full breast. And so I have a knife. One thing I learned by living in the South and living and watching my grandmother, yes, she had a cutting board. But majority of the time, anything she needed to cut, it was in her hand. So be very careful. Thank you, Sonia, for watching. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. One thing she did was she would always cut whatever she was cutting up, whether you're talking about meat, she would use her hand. So I learned that from her. And so I still use it today. At times I will get my cutting board. I have a girlfriend. She always, when she sees me online, she'll call me and remind me, girl, why didn't you use your cutting board? But I'm just so used to using my hands. And so as you can see, it's a large chicken breast, making sure that I don't cut my hand. My grandmother showed me how, because I always watched her. And so as you can see, I'm just cutting the top of the chicken breast out. So I'll turn it around, bring it all the way to the end. So now, as you can see, I have a nice size fillet of a chicken breast. And see, as you can see, I have a nice chicken breast here with the bone. Listen, yes, I know the skin can be fattening. For those that are watching your calories, watching your weight, take that skin off. But listen, I like a little crunch every now and then with my chicken, and so I'm going to leave that on. Another thing I want to show you, so let me cut some more off. So as you can see, so the skin is attached, and so it's just a very thin attachment. You just, run your finger down, pull that skin loose like that, and pull it back so that exposes the meat. She said, hey, Miss T. Sonya said, hey, Miss T, you said it right. Ada's daughter, tell your mom I said hello. I send my love. So as you can see, just like that. Just like that. That's one of my babies growing up. Sonya, thank you so much for joining. Each one of you for joining. Thank you, Cynthia, for joining. She said, I can hear you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Mary. Thank you all for joining. I think it was someone else on, but I can't roll up. So as you can see, just a nice fillet. Just a very nice fillet on the chicken breast. And I had 4 chicken breasts here. So let me pull the skin back. So like I said, it's just very easy because you want to expose the meat. And so I'll be able to get quite a few meals out of it. So I have to be very careful. Like I say, learned this from my grandmother. I still have a cutting board. Yes, I do. But it's just so easy to be able to hold the meat in my hand and slice it. So you can see, very nice. So I have a bone breast and then a boneless. Okay. So like I said, you see how large the chicken is. And so I'm just being able to, get more than just that one meal out of 4 chicken breasts. So let me cut this one. This one is quite large. Okay, so let me see. Making sure, watching my hands. That's why I'm not watching the screen, because I got to watch my hands. So as you can see, that's another fillet. Another beautiful fillet. So what I usually try to do too, when it's kind of large like this, I'll take this fillet, run it right down the side. Being very careful. I encourage you, for those, get you a cutting board. So make sure you have a cutting board for meat. Make sure you have a cutting board for vegetables, because you do not want to cross-contaminate your cutting boards. So I found some cutting boards at my local 99-cent store. And it has different colors. They have red, they have green, they have purple. And so I know which one, that I use. And another thing that I encourage you to do is knives. Like I have this red knife, and my red knife is only for meat. So I only cut with it for meat. So as you can see, I opened that chicken breast up. Hello, Sister Jenny. I opened that chicken breast up. And now I have filleted it. Now I have, listen, I got 2 pieces out of this one. And so if I wanted to, I could just cut it again. So, and like this one is kind of thick. And so I'm just going to go right down the side. Very slow, because I don't want to cut myself. See, and I just open that chicken breast up. Cut it. So now, guess what? Instead of having 4 chicken breasts, boneless, now I'm going to look like I'll have 8. And so that's going to be another meal of boneless chicken breasts, because these chicken breasts were kind of thick. So I have to be very careful and cutting them. And so now I have, when I cut the other one, I'll have 8 slices, boneless. See, as you can see, I have boneless chicken breast. So I can make, quite a few meals. I can have chicken sandwiches. I can have, nuggets. I can have stir fry, which we're going to have for dinner today. And now I can just, just take out 1 or 4, however many, I'm in need of. And it just makes it so much better. And so as you can see, I just filleted. Hello, Candace. Thank you so much for joining. And so I just took 4 chicken breasts that I had just purchased from my local store. And I'll show you all again. And I just filleted them. So now I have, that's 4 That's 6. And now I have 8 boneless pieces of chicken. So let me wash my hands. Hope that you all are having a great day. No, I'm not washing my hands in the same sink. I have a double sink. So nobody won't be thinking she's washing her chicken and her hands in the same sink. No, I have a double sink. So wash my hands. Now I want to get my Ziploc bags, because now I'm going to put those chicken breasts that I have, I'm going to wash them down and put them in the freezer. So now I have chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, and I also have chicken with the bone. So I'll show you from my sink view what it looks like. So see, in the sink, now I have chicken on the bone, and then I have boneless chicken. And so just wanted to come in today and share with you all how you can get 2 meals or 3 meals out of 1 pack, a family pack of chicken. So again, I am Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with T. I thank you all for joining me. So now I can scroll back up because I've washed my hands. It was Shirley. Thank you, Shirley, because I could not remember. It was Shirley and Cheryl that I could not remember who all else was on here with me live. As you can see, I'm sweating. It is kind of warm in the kitchen, but it is very cool here on the West Coast. Do you all have any questions? Thank you all again. Thank you, Andre, for joining me here live in Soul Cooking with T. Let me get something to wipe my face, guys. Listen, it's hot in the kitchen, but it is cool outside. It is cool outside. Mary says, you know it. Yes, Mary, it's nice, but it was kind of warm here in my kitchen because I was over this sink and I wasn't getting any air blowing. I forgot to open my window. Listen, guys, again, I thank you all for all your support, for coming in with Soul Cooking with T. We love you all. We are praying for you all. Candace says, what's on the menu? So Candace knows me. Candace is like, what's on the menu today? So since we have chicken, we are going to have chicken and waffles, and I'm going to do some home potatoes in the oven. I'll do some more pop-ins so that you all can see the chicken, me doing the potatoes. So Candace already knows it's something on the menu. Something is about to go down. So yes, Candace. Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Joyce, for joining. Hello. Jacqueline says, thank you all. Thank you for all the great tips. You're so welcome. I thank you all for jumping on with me. I thank you all for supporting Soul Cooking with T. Like I said, we are praying for all our family and friends, both far and near, and just making sure, like when I finish with the chicken, before I'm going to season it and everything, I make sure I clean my cabinet down, sanitize everything, wash it down. That's the main thing. Making sure we wash our hands, making sure we clean up behind ourselves. Whatever we touch, we go outside and come back in. Remember, do not touch your face. Anything, wear your gloves, mask up. At all times when you're going out in public. Hello, Andre. How are you there in New York? Thank you all for the hearts and the likes. Make sure you take this time out to share this with your family and friends. We'll be coming in, doing some more cooking, some more demonstrations, because I know that we are all stuck in the house and we're trying to figure out what to cook. And so today, since Candace brought it up, our menu is that we are having brunch. We're going to have fried chicken. We're going to have waffles, eggs, and home fries. And so I'll be coming back in, doing some quick pop-ins with you all. So thank you so much, guys. We love you from Soul Cooking with T. She said, what do you have coming up? We still have, you can also do, thank you, Jacqueline, for that. You can register. We do have virtual cooking classes. Listen, don't think that just because I can't come to you right now, or you can't come to me, that you cannot take a class with Soul Cooking with T. Yes, you can. You just go to bit.ly/Tawana Carlton. That's TIWANACARLTON. and set an appointment. We can do a virtual cooking class. We also offer our pantry prep, and that means that we can do it virtually. Everything that we do, we can do it virtually. We can get your pantry set up for you. You'll have to do the work because I can't come to you, but I can tell you exactly how to do it, how to get it organized, what to do, how to do it. We are also offering our sweet classes. If you want to learn how to do something sweet, we can also do that. I'll make sure I include all the links to the different classes that we offer. I'll put it in the feed so that you all can see it. And make sure you pass it around to your family and friends and let them know, listen, Soul Cooking with Tea does offer virtual cooking classes. And the classes are very affordable so that you can, get some cooking, learn some Southern cooking. One of our clients is on here today, Candace. We had such an amazing time with Candace and her husband and her family, getting them prepared during the holidays. They had private cooking class. We had an amazing time. The video, we did a pop-in, so you can see the pop-in online on Soul Cooking with Tea. And so thank you so much, Jacqueline, for putting in the feed. Thank you. Hello, my sister joining me. Hello, sister. And so, yes, we have virtual classes. We have pantry prep. We have cooking classes. We have a sweet cooking class. So we have all these classes, and yes, we do offer it virtually. So again, thank you so much, Jacqueline, for subscribing and putting that information in for the different classes and how to get in contact with me so that you can get on our schedule so that we can get you cooking. Listen, you are at home, I'm at home, and what better time to learn something new about cooking Southern style. Yes, we do healthy meals also, so don't think it's just for Southern cooking. No, we do healthy meals also. So again, thank you so much for the hearts and the likes. Again, I'm Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with Tea, and this has just been a quick Saturday pop-in of Soul Cooking with Tea. Bye, y'all.